All right, we have a quorum. We'll call the meeting to order at 7 o'clock. First thing on our agenda is our monthly building awards.
Dr. Bratton is out. She's under the weather, I think, kind of what's going on at the elementary. So I'm going to do the elementary stuff, and then Miss Alkus is going to do high school. So this first student, her teacher said, Miss Love said, I would like to nominate this kindergarten student because she is full of love, laughter, and joy. She lights up our classroom with her giggles and dance moves and brings a smile to everyone's face. She is like a little mama to the group, always checking to others, helping with classwork, tying shoes. Now that's very important. Or making sure everyone is ready for the day. She's a wonderful helper to both her classmates and her teacher and can always be counted on to give her best. Her caring heart, positive attitude, and leadership make her such a special part of our class. And this award goes to Miss Isla Spence.
Oh.
Can you get a picture with me? Hopefully I won't break the camera.
It'll be really shiny though.
Look at Miss Spence. And there's a gift certificate there. You can take your mama and and we want to thank Miss Sherry because I think this month you bought the award. So I'm gonna do it. There it is. All right. The next one is our 4th through 6th, and this is a 5th grade student, if I'm not mistaken. This Miss Mott says she's always singing and extremely helpful in the classroom. And then Miss Cavness says she works hard in her classes and is always helping when in class when she can. So this is award goes to Miss Ava Alkus. Our last award for our elementary is our staff member of the month. This goes to a teacher that deserves a shout out because she continually goes above and beyond to meet her students where they are academically, while also forming relationships with them so that they feel safe to learn in her classroom. She works hard with her students to get them to do their very best. So this one is Miss Whitney Kelly. You were, you had an
What an
award,
angel,
or
right?
I think a gift that she forgot to get. Thank you, Ms. Kelly. It was great.
All right, so this month we're going to do Student of the Month for the high school, and our Student of the Month this month was somebody who is just incredibly happy all the time, and he just makes everybody's day so much better. He's the bright spot every day in our oftentimes challenging atmosphere. And our Student of the Month this month is Gabe Wilson. Good job, buddy.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah. And hey, listen, I've got a certificate and a prize for you, but guess what? I wasn't in my office today, so I didn't grab it. So I'll have to give it to you tomorrow, okay?
Way to go, Gabe. Way to go, Gabe. Way to go, Isla. All right. Well, I want to thank all the parents and the teachers for being here at this time. Unless y'all want to just hang out and listen to the rest of the meeting, y'all are free to go.
Thank y'all for coming.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we'll move into accepting the previous minutes from the previous meeting on October 13th.
Are there any questions?
Make a motion, we approve the previous meeting's minutes.
Second.
All right, Ms. Megan made a motion to accept the minutes of the previous regular scheduled meeting on 10/13. Mr. Adams seconded that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Previous expenditures.
You can look at the one sheet here. It's the one that's starts with 1,000, the 2,000 that we always talk about. You can see a lot of the negatives have been cleared up. There still are some federal monies that we still need to get. And you still see that the state school safety grant, we haven't got that back yet. So that's why that is there still. The other thing is you can see the child nutrition, which I'm going to talk about in my report, but you can see it's only negative 5,045, and we've got some really good news to share about that whenever we do my report. So.
Anybody got any other questions regarding that?
So our operating fund's not negative?
No,
Okay,
she just hasn't transferred that out.
okay,
Which is what, I think if you remember, I asked her to do that a lot last year, so it would never show negative, but it ended up kind of giving us some fits at the end of the year whenever she had to finish the year out. So
yeah.
that will probably always be a negative there for this school year, so it's not as hard on her at the end.
Okay, so the Title I and the VIB,
6B,
or 6B,
that's
sorry,
sped money, or
Sped.
6B is sped.
sped money, okay. Okay.
Anything you see in the six is already been on.
Okay.
And all that's been affected by the shutdown?
Mm-hmm.
What did you
Say
say?
the shutdown, and then also it's slow coming either way.
Yeah.
Well, it's the change from I think some of the stuff for Department of Ed went to like the SBA or somewhere to be dispersed.
Dispersed, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was already coming in slow, and then the shutdown probably didn't help.
Anybody have anything else? If not, I'll make a motion that we accept the previous expenditures.
I will second the motion.
All right, I made a motion to accept the previous expenditures as presented. Ms. Sherry seconded that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0.
All right,
We're going to executive session.
district reports first.
Oh, okay.
I can put that on there for the minutes, whatever.
I got you.
So, first, I want to say that the north unit in the gym has been installed and it's operational. I asked Coach Stewart if he wanted to turn the air on, and he declined, I guess, because it was already pretty cold. I talked to Jason today. They're going to be starting to install the south unit. He said December 6th, but that's a Saturday, so I figure it's probably going to be the 8th. But so that should be early December. That's going to be the bigger installation, so that'll probably take a little bit longer. But the other one, if it wouldn't have rained, they'd have had it in 3 days. But it is nice to see that the vents up on the top fill up with air again. Got our district letter grade, which is the first time they've ever done this. Our district letter grade was a C, which was right where we expected with both buildings being a C. We're not by no means happy with it. We want to be better than that. We're going to continue to shoot for better than that. But that is, if you look at the average for districts in the state of Arkansas, the average is a C. I think there was, I want to say there was 4 A's and there was 16 B's. I think it was something like that for districts wide. But that's where we're at there. Another thing, on January 7th, we got, I got the email the other day. We have our pre-screen for our partnership revenue or review. So our facilities maintenance guy is Chad Davidson. He does all that for us, and he said this is a very good sign of receiving the partnership this time around. He said usually when they pre-screen you, it usually means that they're going to probably offer you and afford you that that partnership. So we'll be there January 7th, and I think that's at 1:30. So
And that's for new building.
yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So again, like he said it's a good thing. He said it doesn't mean it. I mean, he said it's not 100%, but he said he's never seen somebody go into pre-screen
And not get
and not get
Right.
Wow.
it. So
What does a pre-screen involve? Is it just a review of financials,
I think
or
what he told me they're going to review the most is the Operation Hero.
okay?
Because he told me to make sure again that there's stuff in there. So Jason and I've been talking, and everything that we've done has been in there. So, foundational funding wise, this year we're at $225,417 every month. Last year we were at 201 through 638, so we're up in foundational funding 23,779. So that's good. That's those almost 9 students more. So we're seeing benefits there. Year to date, in all accounts, that's all accounts that we have. We have spent $96,156 less than we have at this time last school year. So we're still doing good there. Now I will say we spent $39,000 more in October this year than we did last October. There was some things that went wrong, and right now we're really struggling with thermostats. We've had thermostats going out a lot. I know Mr. Fowler and Mr. Jason are working on those things constantly. So, revenue to date, we've received $2,874,406, which is $271,884 more in revenue than we had this time last school year. So we're doing better there. Now we did not get this year we received $845,423 in revenue. Last October, we received $962,589, which is $117,166 less. But Consuelo and I looked at it today. $70,000 of that we got taxes in October last year that we did not get this year.
That's I was about to
So-
ask if we've seen any of the tax.
November is our big tax month, so
Right.
we should get a pretty big jump at the end of the year. So total balance, we have a total balance with just our CDs and our operating. We are at $1,523,002. That's CDs and operating budget. Last year at the end of October, we were at $1,551,642. So we're up $28,640. So it's not a lot, but we are up more than what we had at this time last year. So that's good.
Hang on, say that again. So you said $1,523,200.
Yep, this year. At the end
And
of
then you
October.
said $1,551,642.
Yep,
last year.
October.
So we're not up. That first number is smaller than the second
I'm sorry,
number.
I had it wrong.
Okay.
26 is 1,555.
Okay.
15, I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
that's not up. That's
No,
down.
that's not up. So yeah, sorry. So fiscal year 26, which is this year, we're $1,551,642, and last year, I'm sorry, was $1,523,200,
Okay.
which is $28,640 more. So there we are on that. Child nutrition. This is kind of what I really wanted y'all to hear because it's a really positive sign and really good thing. Expenditures in 2025 in October, we spent $54,580. This school year, we spent $47,505, which is $7,075 less. Expenditures last October, we spent $125,838. This year, we've only spent year to date $114,674, which is $11,000 less. But now here's where, to me, it gets good. The revenue part of this in 2025, we received $55,377. This October, we received $61,250. So the big caveat to this is this. Last year, we were not making enough in reimbursement to pay our salary. The last 2 months this year, we've made more in our reimbursement. We've actually in October we made about $3,000 because our reimbursement was more than our salary and what we spent. So our reimbursement in October was $50,640. So just in reimbursement alone, we covered all of our expenses. So that's a definite good thing. So hopefully everything continues to go well. I think that we will definitely not be ending up in the negative in child nutrition again. Any questions?
You can contribute that again to us not extending.
Yeah. But they've done a good job over there.
Good job in doing that.
we'll move to Ms. Coleman with the treasurer report.
Coach Green pretty much covered the biggest parts in the improvement of our budgets. But again, the revenue that we did go down compared to this time last year was 74,000. I wrote it down exactly. So I wanted to give you an exact number. $74,249.70 less from this time last year in revenue that we received. But again, I was sharing with Coach, probably within another week or so, we should be receiving our check from our taxes from Lonoke County. And then today we received $87,100 from our ALE from Hazen. So I was glad to get that revenue in from them, because we received Lonoke's pretty early. I think it was in early August when we received Lonoke's, and theirs was $134,000 that we received from them.
Now, how much was Hazen's?
87, but they bought less seats compared
they
to
had-
last year.
Last year was
It's like
113, but
113.
They bought less seats this year.
Yeah. So we can just keep the revenue coming in and maintaining, you know. So I feel pretty good about where we are. And hopefully people will pay their taxes so we can receive revenue. It's very important because we rely on those really heavy. And I express all the time to Coach Green that, you know, it's the people's money. We have to be accountable for the people's money. You know, there are things that we know teachers and even our office need that, you know, we go without, but it's due to being accountable. And so we just want to, again, show that we are being good stewards over the taxpayers' money.
Are we going to see any issues depending on, I mean, yeah, the government opens back up, but it's going to take a while. And even if it's till the end of January, there's a possibility it could happen again. I mean, this is just a temporary continuing
Yeah, that's
resolution.
stupid
It's,
pick out
yeah,
the
it doesn't,
places.
no, it does not mean they're going to negotiate in 60
Right.
days, come up with a budget. We're functioning on a continue, or did until October 1 on a continuing resolution. So where we need to be concerned or looking at if we don't receive federal funds of how we manage to cover those gaps in the meantime.
Well, we'll both answer it. Well, right now, we still have the cushion of our building fund to kind of absorb that until we get reimbursed back from the government for that. But yes, that's why we're kind of maintaining
Yeah.
and watching what we're spending and only spending as need at this point.
I think we have made
A lot of
with
adjustments.
salaries, we kind of cut down on some of the
Yes.
stuff that we typically would be spending right now
Yes.
because the money's not there.
I was really lucky last year, end of the year was a little bit of a cushion, so I used last year's money to purchase what we needed to
Supplies.
start the year with. Maybe use it. So last year, we ended the year 6B with a little bit of a cushion carryover, and I used that carryover to purchase what I would normally use this year's money to purchase, so we're just kind of, there's nothing we absolutely have to have. It's a lot of our stuff right now is paid through with our Medicaid and our Medicaid reimbursement, our RMAC reimbursement, those kinds of things. So I had enough cushion in my Medicaid and my RMAC and my 6702 carryover to get us through almost through the year.
And your high cost.
The only thing
And the $18,000 high cost.
The only thing that I've heard too, though, is larger districts with a lot more staffing is, you know, like I'm pretty sure North Little Rock's already let some go just because of the fact they don't have the funding. But I haven't talked to any small districts that have really let anybody go because of it. So
I think Little Rock, Pulaski County,
Little Rock, not North Little Rock.
yeah, because I have some teachers that go to my church
Yeah.
are affected by it, so, yeah,
I mean, things will pan out eventually. It's just in the meantime.
yes.
I mean, yeah, we've got operating on a tight budget and stuff, but I mean, we have our account balances and stuff, and so I don't necessarily, yeah, we're gonna get reimbursed whenever it all shakes out, but we don't need to choke on that leash
No.
for any of our staff and
Well, that's what
any
I
of
keep
that
getting
for.
sick every time I look at that school set safety grant still being not
Yeah.
getting it back in.
Well, that is also due to the fact that we just received, finished paying the bill, the invoice on
Oh,
that.
that's that
So,
much.
and we can't be reimbursed back
Until it's all paid.
until all
Yeah.
paid.
Right.
So, and we just, finished paying that off, we just received about 2 weeks ago. So it's gonna take time, so we have to wait on them, so.
I just want to make sure we're balancing the fact that we will receive the reimbursement,
Yeah.
but not,
Correct.
yeah, we're keeping an eye on it, how money and everything's being spent, but it's a float and being responsible and balancing that float between what the needs are.
And also 22, Fund 2262, they have closed that out. And that's, the remainder of that little balance that we did have in there moved up into the 2260, so we'll no longer receive funds out of the 2262, which is your SPED. And then also, we are gonna have to reimburse the state back $550 because of our state foundational funding going up, so we have to reimburse them back out of the 2282, $550,
They count every penny.
every penny. So, yes, state foundation fundings went up, but yet, we'll decrease in some other areas, so, again.
And overall, really, we've tried really hard to, it looks nice to have a little bit of a cushion at the end of the year, but leave it there because you never know what's going to come up. And luckily, we've had that to kind of carry us through. Coach Green, Consuelo, the teachers, I mean, we've tried really hard to watch, is it a need or is it a want?
Yeah.
I think overall, they've done really well with that.
Anybody have any other questions for Ms. Coleman? Ms. Coleman, thank you so much. All right, we'll move to the high school report with Ms. Alkus.
Yes, so progress reports go home on Wednesday. So we are halfway through the second 9 weeks, which means we are almost halfway through the whole year, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. We do have a Veterans Day ceremony tomorrow at Bison Arena. It starts at 9 o'clock, so if anybody would like to come to that, we welcome you. Basketball season also kicks off tomorrow. First game at Bison Arena. I think we play Riverview. Junior girls, junior boys, and senior girls. That starts at 5. And then, of course, we've got the playoff game on Friday here. And then we'll have Bison Madness on the 17th. And then Thanksgiving break, and that will take us all the way through Thanksgiving. But you do have in your packets our Fall Atlas interim results. I had Miss Beverly print that for you and put it in there. So just kind of looking at this, so let me kind of explain what you see here. So if you look at the fall interim, so this is an assessment that's assessing every standard that we have, okay? But like I said, we're only in the beginning of November, so we haven't taught every standard that we have. So we're not going to be where we need to be, of course. But if you look there, so on that first page, you've got the math. On the second page, you've got the science, and on that third page is ELA. So it says at the top, it'll say the class tested, so geometry. So that's the students tested. In that top line, you'll have the state, and then on the bottom line, you'll have the district. So students tested 21,714. At Carlisle, we tested 50. The average score was a 1038 with a standard deviation of 2. And then you can see there the percents and how that compares to the state. And then you have the percent proficient. So like the state had 8% proficient at this moment, and then we had 6% proficient. And so as you can see, we're not where we want to be. We have some places where we're below the state. We have some places where we're right at the state. We have some places, I don't think we have anywhere where we're above the state. But not that this is an excuse or anything, but I've also heard some rumblings of kids that said they were going to bomb the first Atlas so they could do really well in the second Atlas so that they could make sure they get their field trip. So that's wonderful. They're like cheating the system. I mean, I don't know if they're smarter or what, but anyway.
ELA's above state average.
Is it? Okay, good. So, anyway, that's where we are with that. I know it's so hard to talk about data in a school board meeting because, you know, it's short and sweet. But if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them for you. But we still have so we've got the fall interim, then we have the spring interim, and then we have the big test, which will be in April. And we typically take the fall interim like February-ish, so that we can kind of see, you know, where they are in February, and then know where to go from there.
Anybody got anything for Ms. Hawkins? Any other questions or?
Thank you for printing those.
Thank you.
I didn't print them. I just Miss Beverly printed them, but I made you the sheet. Yeah, you're welcome.
All right. At this time, the board will move into executive session at 7:27.
Oh, no.
From executive session at 7:42.
Wait, at 7:42?
Yes, ma'am, 7:42. All right, we'll move into personnel and certified retirement.
All right, only personnel issue we have, I'm going to recommend that you accept the resignation / retirement of Miss Bonnie Herring as the Dean of Students effective. Her last day with the district will be November 28th. Her first retirement date is December 1st. So Miss Bonnie has had a great career and done a really good job for us here at Carlisle. We'll miss her. And, when I talked with her, I told her that she deserves it. People that put in that much time deserve to go and enjoy life. So I'm going to recommend that you accept her retirement.
Motion.
Second.
Whitney made a motion to approve the retirement resignation of Miss Bonnie Herring as Dean of Students effective on 11/28. Miss Mandy seconded that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. We'll move into new business.
The only action item we have is to approve the 27-28 proposed budget. This is something that we have to do every year. Stevens always does this for us. It's in your packet, so they have all of our revenue and different things like that in there, but we always have to do it a year ahead of time. So I'm going to ask that you approve the 27-28 proposed budget that Stevens Incorporated provides us.
I make a motion.
Second.
If there's no other discussion on that, Ms. Sherry made a motion to approve the 27-28 proposed budget. Whitney seconded that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Moving to non-action items.
We don't have any tonight.
Do we have a time for our next meeting?
It's at the bottom down there, December 8th.
That's the
At
same
6
day
p.m.
as,
Huh?
what, it's the same day as something, oh, we get the air conditioner,
Oh, yeah, that's the
same,
hopefully we get to talk about new air conditioning.
Okay.
We'll probably have to check that.
Can we change the time on that one?
I mean, I don't care. But do we have basketball games at night or
I
anything?
don't think we do.
Okay.
Let me check though.
what time is it?
I don't have any basketball games that night.
December
Okay.
8th at 6.
All right. If no one has anything else, I'll make a motion we adjourn at 7:45.
I will second the motion to adjourn.
All in favor?